Strong legs and a steady heartbeat are not the only signs of good health after 60. One of the greatest threats to independence is a stroke, especially when it strikes without warning and no one is around. The thought alone can cause quiet fear. The idea of feeling the body weaken, words fading, and help too far away. But even in that moment, knowledge becomes power. There are clear, proven steps that can help you survive until help arrives. Every second matters, and what you do in those first moments can decide how well you recover or if you recover at all. If you believe that your health and safety matter, subscribe to Senior Health Life 365. Each video here is created to protect your independence and help you live stronger every year. Like and share this video, because the next person who needs it might be a friend, a neighbor, or even you. Recognize the signs immediately. Time is everything. When a stroke begins, every passing second counts. Doctors often call it the golden hour because treatment within that first window can save both brain function and life itself. Recognizing the signs early gives you control when everything else feels uncertain. The most visible signal is a sudden weakness, numbness, or drooping on one side of the face. Try to smile. If one corner doesn't move, act immediately. The second sign is arm weakness. When both arms are lifted, one may drift downward or feel too heavy to hold up. The third is speech trouble. Words may come out slurred, confused, or not at all. These three signs form the medical test known as FAST. Face, arm, speech, time. Time reminds you that hesitation is dangerous. Quick action saves brain cells and independence. But strokes don't always follow the same pattern. Some people, especially older adults, experience dizziness, blurred vision, or a sudden loss of balance. Others feel intense confusion, as if the mind has gone cloudy. These are not signs to ignore. Studies from the American Stroke Association show that people who recognize and respond to the earliest symptoms have twice the chance of recovery compared to those who delay. Some doctors warn that waiting even 10 minutes to see if it passes can mean losing precious brain tissue. A stroke can begin mildly and worsen quickly. Acting fast, even if it turns out to be a false alarm, is the safest choice. In a stroke, awareness isn't fear. It's survival. Call emergency help, even if you can't speak. The next critical step is to call for help immediately and without hesitation. Stroke treatment depends entirely on how fast you reach medical care. Doctors often repeat the same message. Time lost is brain lost. Every minute that passes means more brain cells are deprived of oxygen. If you can still move your hand, dial emergency services like 999 or 111 right away. If speech becomes difficult, use your phone's SOS feature or voice assistant. Saying, "Call emergency," or pressing your power button several times can automatically connect you to dispatchers. Many seniors don't realize their phones already have this life-saving option built in. If you live alone, always keep your phone within reach, not on another table or across the room. Emergencies rarely wait for convenience. Even if words fail, tapping the emergency number repeatedly or holding the phone near your mouth helps responders locate you through call tracing. Studies from the American Journal of Emergency Medicine show that people who contact help within 10 minutes of symptom onset have far better recovery outcomes compared to those who delay. Never feel embarrassed or afraid of causing trouble. Doctors would rather respond to a false alarm than arrive too late. If you cannot speak clearly, remember that silence itself can signal distress. Operators are trained to detect background sounds and trace your call. Stroke can make communication difficult, but your phone becomes your voice. One action, one call, even one press of a button can mean the difference between permanent damage and full recovery. Unlock your door and make noise for help. Once the call is made, the next step is simple but often overlooked. Make sure help can reach you. Many emergencies turn tragic because rescuers arrive but can't get inside. If your body still allows movement, unlock your door right away. Slide the latch, turn the knob, or push it open before weakness spreads. Those few seconds can save minutes later. If you live in a house or apartment, keep a spare key somewhere accessible to neighbors or emergency workers, such as a small lockbox near the entrance. Doctors and paramedics often warn that locked doors delay life-saving treatment more often than people realize. If you can, make noise or call out for help. Even a faint sound can draw attention from neighbors or passers-by. Shouting simple words like help or knocking on the floor or wall can alert others nearby. In apartment buildings, opening the main door or leaving it ajar allows paramedics to enter faster. A study in emergency response found that delays caused by locked homes added critical minutes to rescue time, minutes that could have been avoided. Position yourself near an open area so rescuers can find and assist you easily. It might feel small, but this action is powerful. It turns isolation into connection, a signal to the world that you need help now. In a stroke, preparation is strength. Every unlocked door, every small noise you make is a bridge between danger and survival.
Chew an aspirin, but only if you're sure it's not a hemorrhagic stroke. If your symptoms are mild and you remain conscious, one small step can make a powerful difference. Chew an aspirin. This simple action can help thin the blood and break up a clot if the stroke is ischemic, meaning it's caused by a blockage in a blood vessel. However, it's critical to know when not to take it. If the stroke involves bleeding in the brain, known as a hemorrhagic stroke, aspirin can make the situation far worse by increasing the bleeding. That's why doctors urge caution. Use it only if you're confident you're not experiencing severe headache, vomiting, or dizziness. Those symptoms often suggest bleeding rather than clotting. When used correctly, aspirin helps prevent further blockage and improve circulation to the affected part of the brain. Research published in the British Medical Journal found that people who chewed one regular aspirin tablet soon after the onset of clot-based stroke symptoms had significantly better recovery outcomes. Chewing, instead of swallowing, allows faster absorption into the bloodstream. But if there's any doubt, or if you're already taking blood thinners, it's safer to wait for medical assessment. Doctors often recommend keeping a small card or note near your medicine cabinet that explains when aspirin should or should not be used during a suspected stroke. This decision might seem small, but in stroke care, small choices carry enormous weight. Knowing when to act and when to wait can mean the difference between harm and healing. In those tense moments, calm judgment saves more lives than panic ever could. Lie down safely on one side. Protect your brain and breathing. If your strength begins to fade, the safest action you can take is to lower yourself carefully to the ground and lie on one side. This simple position can protect both your brain and your breathing. Doctors refer to it as the recovery position. It keeps the airway open and prevents choking if nausea or vomiting begins, a common complication during stroke symptoms. Lying flat on the back can block airflow if throat muscles weaken, while lying on one side keeps the mouth clear and the lungs free. If possible, place a small cushion or folded cloth under your head to avoid direct pressure. This position also helps maintain steady blood flow to the brain. When blood circulation is already interrupted, sudden or awkward movements can make symptoms worse or cause additional injury. Many older adults who try to push through dizziness risk falling and suffering head trauma, which can greatly worsen recovery. Studies from the American Heart Association show that maintaining a safe position reduces complications while waiting for emergency help. If vision blurs or dizziness increases, closing your eyes and breathing slowly can prevent disorientation. Focus on calm, steady breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. This helps the brain stay oxygenated and the heart rate stable. Even when movement is limited, staying calm keeps the body working efficiently until medical care arrives. In a stroke, survival isn't only about action, it's about protecting yourself with every small, deliberate choice. Use technology to alert someone instantly. Technology can be a silent lifeline during a stroke, especially for those who live alone. Devices like smartwatches, medical alert pendants, and even smartphones now have built-in features that can automatically contact help. Many of these tools detect sudden motion loss, irregular heartbeat, or long periods of stillness, common signs of a medical emergency. If you can move or speak, activate your device's SOS feature or use a voice command such as "call emergency." Even if speech is slurred, digital assistants often recognize urgent words and trigger a call. Doctors and emergency responders increasingly recommend that seniors over 60 use wearable technology daily. Research from Harvard Health Publishing shows that alert devices reduce response time by up to 40%. Faster response means less brain damage and higher chances of recovery. Many systems also send your exact GPS location to family members or local emergency services, so help can reach you even if you cannot describe where you are. Keeping devices charged and within reach is essential. Some seniors remove them at night, but most strokes occur in the early morning hours, the very time when such a device could save a life. Modern technology is no longer just convenience, it's protection. Setting up these tools once can guarantee immediate contact with help when seconds count. Being prepared in this way does not mean living in fear. It means choosing independence with safety. In a true emergency, your device becomes your voice, your signal, and your bridge to survival. Prevent the next one. Daily habits that protect your brain. Once the immediate danger passes, the most powerful thing you can do is prevent another stroke from happening. Doctors often remind patients that 1 in 4 strokes occurs in someone who has already had one. Prevention isn't about perfection. It's about building steady, protective habits that keep your brain strong. Reducing salt, eating leafy greens, and staying hydrated all help control blood pressure, one of the leading causes of stroke. Foods rich in potassium, like bananas and lentils, support healthy circulation, while omega-3 fats from salmon reduce inflammation inside blood vessels. A balanced plate becomes a daily shield for your heart and brain. Regular movement is equally vital. Even short walks strengthen blood flow, improve balance, and lower the chance of clot formation. Gentle stretching or chair exercises also keep muscles active and joints flexible. Doctors emphasize that consistency matters more than intensity. 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hard workout a week. Managing stress is another critical piece. Deep breathing, prayer, or listening to soothing music helps calm the body's stress response, which can otherwise raise blood pressure. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that small lifestyle changes after a stroke can cut the risk of a second event by nearly 50%. Keep track of your medications, schedule regular checkups, and monitor blood pressure at home if possible. The goal is not just to recover, but to rebuild strength and confidence. Each healthy choice is another step toward independence, proof that prevention is not just medical advice, but a gift of more time, more peace, and more life.